Welcome back to Got Gameplay on our YouTube channel, and every week we just look at the gameplay of a new game. Christine, you can hold all your jokes. This is in fact a new game, even though it is a remake of RBI Baseball. Welcome to RBI Baseball 15.
Yay, baseball!
And it does not really look like RBI Baseball. It does actually, in terms of basic graphics, resemble, say, the show series a little bit more than RBI Baseball, because if you look at the camera angle, you can see the
whole field.
Yeah, which is something that you don't normally get. In fact, until now, you've never gotten in an RBI Baseball game. They've always shown you, if you were lucky, the beginning of the outfield. And yeah, they've changed this up to be more of a, I wouldn't call this a competitor to the show, but clearly they've taken inspiration from TV broadcasts and the show, and I'm not going to credit everything that's happened in modern baseball video games to the show, because let's face it, a lot of that is basically trying to chase that TV broadcast feeling.
Yeah.
So clearly the guys at Major League Baseball who've made the RBI Baseball franchise these past couple of years, they are now also chasing that field.
Well, they know what they're up against, right? They want to be a contender, but still have their individual flair.
So once you get past the visuals, this basically plays like RBI Baseball. I mean, I can sit here and, as you watch, somehow make the ball, even though I'm pitching like the same hand as the batter, somehow make the ball turn away. Like I was using the force somehow to magically make the ball turn away and go to the other side of the plate, thus making the guy strike out.
That's
like,
an excellent week to use the force.
All those things that I was able to do in RBI Baseball when I was a kid playing on the Sega Genesis, you're able to do in this. It has the mercy rules, so if they get 10 runs on you, boom, there you go, game's over. The pitching feels identical. Batting, I feel like the batting's a little slower this time as I hit a home run, but the batting changes from game to game. I don't feel like very many RBI Baseball games, unless they're like made year after year, have the same batting. So I just hit a home run, and now instead of showing you fireworks and a scoreboard and stuff like that, they take you to home plate and they do that little insignia. If it was the San Francisco Giants who actually got the home run that time, it would have just been their logo, which is not my favorite part of the game. I don't really like. It's an odd thing to nitpick. But, I mean, at this point, I'm not totally sure exactly what else to say about RBI Baseball 15 in terms of gameplay, because it's not the gameplay that's changed.
Yeah.
They've added an online mode. Like, that's a story point about RBI Baseball, which actually you will not see it here, but works fine. And it's okay.
I like the fact that they didn't have the fireworks. I liked the spanning out, because you get to see the Rogers Center there, and it looks good. Rogers Center looks good. I mean, again, it's not...
But it's not RBI Baseball. Like, you listen to the sound.
But it's a broadcast. You said, it's trying to be like a broadcast, and that would be something that you could possibly see. Okay.
Now, I understand your point, but then, so our conversation becomes then, what do you make RBI Baseball? Do you make RBI Baseball? I'm doing really good at baseball right now. Like, I feel like...
Maybe you're missing your calling here, Brian.
I feel like people should be applauding me for how good I'm doing at baseball right now.
Oh, foul.
Like, I am doing super good at baseball right now, and I'm really enjoying it, but there's no applause for me, but whatever.
Now,
our conversation, I was just going to say, comes down to, like, what do you make RBI Baseball then?
I guess you make it whatever you want to make it. That's the freedom of having a game that... although, sells, isn't crazy popular in that kind of way. You can kind of do whatever you want with it.
Now, I wouldn't say that any of the changes gets in the way of the gameplay. That's super solid. But once again, it comes down to your personal choice. Like the guy who says out and safe now. Not the same dude from the original games. It's not the staticky, overcompressed guy saying out. It is now a clear, somewhat EQ'd guy. And that's where I feel like people will not enjoy this game or enjoy this game, because that's really what's changed. Gameplay is pretty much the same as the old RBI days. Nice and simple gameplay that someone like me can play and really get into and actually excel at baseball. And then they've upgraded all the visual aspects of the game. And that's where you'll have to decide for yourself whether or not it's worth it or not.